Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, Rosanamod. We are at episode 166. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you. Every single one of you. Welcome. For Monday, the DIY special of the day is how to make your own fabric design or gift wrap from spuds. That's right, potatoes. This is an article that I wrote. The link will be included below the show notes. And in that article, I have pictures so that you can see the step-by-step process that I used to do this. Now, it's simple. You know how they say that your ideas come from lack of having things. I forget what the actual quote is. I think you know what I'm talking about. The lack of having things is what inspires creativity, and that's really what it is. I was looking for a way to doll up this piece of fabric that I had. I had no intention of using a potato. I just wanted to stamp it and print it because it was yellow. It was actually two. It was yellow and green. And they were so plain, and I wanted to do something with them. This is when I was doing a lot of handmade items for eBay. This was before I started selling anywhere else. And eBay was really the place where I would do a lot of my crafting. So I had my own store. Right now I am on eBay, but I'm selling vintage products. I'm not selling handmade things yet. The idea came because these yellow and green fabrics look so plain. And I started drawing on it, but depending on the fabric is the bleed. And if you use a marker on specific fabric, it will bleed through and it won't hold. So it couldn't be something like that you could use a permanent ink marker for. Though you could paint it, this fabric was very thin. So I decided I needed to stamp. And that's really how it all started. And where the potato come from, I honestly don't know. It's just I was looking for a sponge at first, but the sponge was too soft. So I needed something firmer. And I thought, well, what else could there be? And I just, for some reason, ended up in the kitchen and I saw this bag of potatoes there. And I thought, you know what? I bet you the potato would work good. Well, this is what I did. This is what you need. I'm going to read you, the article. Not only are they versatile in the kitchen, they are very handy on a crafty lady's table. Very, very true. Now, you may be asking yourself, what can you possibly do with a potato as a craft? Well, my good people, step inside and take a look. I love potatoes and have written recipes you've probably never heard of, but should absolutely try. In the mind and eye of an artist, potatoes can be made into organic stamps. And here are some easy projects for you to try at home. They're so much fun to make. You may even want to ask your children to help you, which is true. It's actually a good idea to get your children involved in crafting. You want to get them involved in artwork. It helps their creativity, their imagination. It expands their thought process and to think outside the box, which is good to have. What you're going to need are newspapers, paper towels, potatoes, acrylic paint in whatever color you desire, and a small kitchen knife. Plastic ones, I would think, are okay for kids, but potatoes are actually kind of hard, so I don't know if that would work. So just cut the shape for them. I would say if you were working with kids, just to ask them what it is that they want, like if they want a dog or a house or a car or a flower, maybe, what kind of design do you want? Make it simple. Whatever it is, even if they say, that they want something like the Eiffel Tower, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, you can just make it simple for them. You don't have to, make a difficult drawing. Just make a simple caricature. Look it up online for clip art so that you can get an idea. Like if they want a bee or if they want a butterfly, there's simple ways to design that without having to put so much effort into the details. Also, you need fabric or paper, because this also works for wrapping paper. And an option is bleach. I say bleach. Be careful with bleach with kids. I would just use paint with kids. I wouldn't use the bleach with kids. Now, what you do is you lay the newspapers on the table to protect the work area, wash the potatoes to get rid of the grime, and cut off about 2 inches down and begin carving your shape into the white of the top of the potato. So I would suggest you cut the potato in half so that you can hold, you can hold the one end, you know what I mean, when you're stamping. So, the bigger the potato, the better, I would think, but it doesn't really matter. You want more space, so the bigger the potato would give you a bigger picture, and then you would hold the end. So just cut it in half, and then you'll have 2 pieces. You see, you'll have 2 prints that you can make. When you cut the design out, just make sure that it's at least 1/3 of an inch raised from the top. Take a paper towel and dry the tops before dipping it into the paint, because you don't want the extra water, which is going to run. If you put less paint on it, it'll give it that vintagey type of look. A tip, if you want to try something different, you can design as a negative. So instead of carving to where the design is raised on the potato, you can cut into the potato, leaving a hole. It'll be concave instead of convex, if that makes any sense to you. Then the bleach is also an option, which I used because I thought I can use that. I actually did it on a t-shirt. I have a picture here of my t-shirt. That's my hand. If I had made that cut on the top of the heart a little deeper, it would have shown more like a heart and not so much like a kind of like a strawberry. It looks kind of like a strawberry shape, which is okay too. So that's all you do with the bleach. Make sure that it's on a dark color. And if you're not sure how it's going to look, try it on a piece of a shirt. You don't have to do the whole shirt. Just try on a piece of it, or try the back of it, or just try a dark t-shirt that you don't like, or some PJs or something that nobody will see. And you don't have to leave it on there very long. Remember to place something like cardboard between layers so it doesn't soak through to the other side. And there you go. So this was a featured article for me, and I will include the links below. Good crafting idea for you guys to share with your family. Don't forget that you can use this on wrapping paper. So you can buy those plain brown wrapping papers, and I like to use metallic paint on those because they look great. You can make Christmas trees, you can make snowflakes, you can carve all kinds of stuff. It's fun. It'll last as long as the potato will last. You put it in the fridge. And here's another little tip: if you want the potato to last longer, you can seal it in aluminum foil, and there you go. I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Tuesday Talks, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. It might be a surprise. You never know. It could be anything. I'm still looking for people to interview. If you are interested in being interviewed, drop me a line. I'm on Instagram. If you can't reach me there, reach me on Facebook. Can't reach me there, then reach me at my rosanamodpod@gmail, which is below the show notes. All links that you need to reach me are below the show notes. You can Google me. You can do whatever you want to do to reach out to me, and I will reply. And so what is the secret here? What comes next? In with the outro. Thank you for stopping in. As always, I love my listeners. And if you enjoyed this episode, please comment, review, and play it forward by sharing. Don't forget to check out the links below the show notes to contact and support me. It's always appreciated. God bless you. And what do we say?